Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of Card of the Week or Cards of the Week. I am Leo Brown. I hope my sugar bears are doing well. I'm doing better. I've been really kind of dealing with some physical and some mental health issues, but I'm doing better. I'm slowly getting better. So before I begin, I want to say thank you for all the warm wishes and love and all of that, and for watching my videos and subscribing and commenting. It really does mean a lot. So if you want to be a sugar bear, you want to be a part of the sugar bear family, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Okay, so I'm gonna do something a little different this week. I started doing um, like a cards of the week where I would do a whole deck of cards, but I'm actually gonna do one. I'm gonna do one card because quiet as it's kept, you can have one card in tarot in any divination system, and it can tell you so many different things. So today's card, we're gonna start just with today's card for this week. So today's energy for this week, the week of July 5th through, hold on, I gotta look at the calendar. That's horrible. I gotta look at the calendar. Okay, July 5th through the 12th. So, okay, so the energies for this particular week, July 5th through the 12th, will be that of the Chariot. So, this is all about fire, expression, physicality. It represents the god of Aries, or in some cases, excuse me, let's see, I'm trying to think. Because in the Greek pantheon, you have Aries. In the African pantheon, I would say maybe Shango. Yes. And then in um, the Norse pantheon, it wouldn't be Odin. Oh, I used to know this. This is so sad. Thor. Duh. My goodness. Forgive me, y'all. I'm a bad, bad, bad psychic who doesn't know that. So this is all about action. This is all about choices too, because the chariot represents choices, decisions. Um, and it's all about, instead of going within, it's about going, like, how do I put it? Seeking outside sources. Because the chariot also has to do with the card, the high priest. Because in some um, cards, in some decks, it's also known as a high priest. So in this case, this is telling us to get out of our own way sometimes, get out of our comfort zone, but at the same time, think before we act, have a plan, because you have to remember, in order to execute a great war, or in order to be a good leader, you have to have a plan. So this is also telling us that. So this week, whatever it is you want to do, I mean, being the fact that we just got done celebrating Independence Day for those of us that do and those of us that do not, um, it's more about, okay, well, what do I want to do? What's next on my menu? What's the next goal that I want to achieve or I want to conquer? Um, also, this has a lot to do with career, has a lot to do with friendships, making new friends, stepping outside of yourself. Sometimes in life, we, especially now with everything that's been going on, we sometimes kind of live in our own bubble. We've been kind of forced to do that due to the pandemic, but now we're starting to step out. So it's really telling us, this energy is really telling us that, sometimes you got to step outside of yourself to get to know yourself. And you have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. So it definitely, means that as well. And if you look at the card itself, you have two horses. You have the white and the black. So basically, it means like the polar opposite, the yin and the yang. So it's also telling us to embrace the sides of us that are more, um, how can I put it, more intuitive, and then the other side of us that's more logical. So embrace them both. And sometimes it also is talking to us about, sometimes those two sides, they can come together, but one side maybe want to go one way, and another side people want to go another way. So it's like you have to learn how to take control, because that's another thing what this card represents as well. It means control of yourself, control of your life, control of things around you, things that you can't control. But the one thing you can do is you can control yourself, and you can control your reactions. So when it comes to like love and relationships, it's not really what you do, it's how you do it, and it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So in that, it's like, be smart, think wisely in terms of business, in terms of decision making. So when we get into the elements of air, I'm doing it by elements. So, a few minutes ago, I just talked about the emotions. So that has to do with cups. So when you think about the element of air, you think about plans, travel. You may feel like, I want to travel, I want to go places, I want to see different things. I know that for me, as of late, I've been really in the mood to get on a plane and just get out of town. Um, Maybe you guys have too, I don't know. But, that's what this also represents as well. So it could mean that as well, but just think methodically, plan it out. Don't just do it, because sometimes things can crash and burn. When it comes to, you know, when it comes to like your social life, take stock of your friends, but at the same time, make sure to go out and make new ones. Don't be afraid to take chances. You never know who you may know or who you may meet. You don't know who people know. And that's another thing. So when it comes to the element of wands, we dealt with the element of air with travel and planning and things like that. And then when it comes to business, when it comes to money, health, home, which is the pentacles, it's also telling us like, seek out things that you need. Don't be afraid to call that doctor, that specialist. Don't be afraid to admit you need help. And this is a big one for me. Don't be afraid to admit that you need help with certain things. Don't be afraid to take a step back, but also to plan what you want to do. So say you have a weight loss goal, you have a health journey. It may not be a weight loss goal, it may be a mental health journey. So don't be afraid to, express yourself, because it's not, if the chariot is telling us that it's not always healthy to keep what we want to do and how we feel and who we are on the inside. Sometimes it's okay to express what you feel and what you want. And, it's okay to say no and yes and hell no and fuck yes to certain things. So that's what this card is giving for the week of July 5th through July 12th. If you've enjoyed this reading, please give me a thumbs up. Let me know if this energy resonates with you. Do you feel that way this week? Do you feel like something in you is just like, you're getting a battery in your back, or you're just looking at things and now you're trying to plan things out, but you don't want to crash and burn? If so, leave it in the comments below. I thank you guys so much for watching and for bearing with me, and for most of all, being a sugar bear. So until next time, I will see you guys later, and you have an awesome, awesome week. Bye bye.